Victor Perez has withdrawn from the RSM Classic, and he has done that because he is now joining LIV Golf. Yes, that's right, Mark. He is raising the watching. This is going to complete the Cleeks, who finished in 12th out of 12 teams last year. He is going to join Martin Keimer, Richard Bland, and Adrian Meronk. He has then, of course, this news came out, Greg, I actually think a little bit sooner than they were hoping to, because the Cleeks had teased an announcement for tomorrow, and then Tom Kershaw broke the news, and they just said, okay, they dropped the press release on us today, and then Victor Perez had a WD.
Yep, that's how these things go, I guess. If anybody else knows, it's not a secret. So the press releases are really difficult to get by. Look, I'm a fan of Victor Perez. I think he's a wonderful player. I know there was murmurings about some players leaving and heading to LIV, and this is the first one that I've heard of. And look, I think that Victor Perez is a wonderful player, but at the same time, this also highlights the LIV Golf problem that I believe sits in front of them. How do they increase their turnover and continue to get star players when they're also not doling out the big contracts anymore? So it almost feels like they're in a position where they're stuck. They've got their leaders. They've got the couple of name brand guys, but I don't know how they continue to fill these spots with players of interest. I don't know what kind of interest Victor Perez will draw. So perhaps it highlights a little bit of that, but yeah, it's too bad because I like Victor Perez.
Well, Greg, I think it's a very difficult choice for the Cleeks to make, because according to Martin Keimer, there is, quote, tremendous interest in joining Cleeks Golf Club, and they are thrilled to welcome Victor as the final piece of their rosters, referring to 2026. He would go on to say that LIV Golf is driving innovation in the game. They're focused on building not just a stronger team, but also contributing to the next, yes, we've heard this, grow the game, international global superstars, et cetera, et cetera. I do think it's interesting, Mark, because Greg's right. The $100 million contracts for guys like Victor Perez, they do not exist anymore. And Victor Perez is in this really awkward spot. Just lost his tour card, right? It was through 2025. He's like 110th in the FedEx Cup fall. Barring a win this week at the RSM, he was not going to have a lot of status, or at least good status, going into next year. So this is the type of golfer that's like kind of in purgatory a little bit, that LIV has come in and picked off.
Yeah, is the thing. When I saw the news, this certainly didn't ruffle my feathers whatsoever. Victor Perez, I love him. He's a great guy. He truly is. And I believed he could win on the PGA Tour because he's got a lot of game. But the only reason why you'd pick him in a lineup is because the guy's like 6'5". He's massive. And so that's why he stands out. Otherwise, he's just like another golfer kind of deal. So as far as LIV is concerned, I'm wondering if the same person writes these press releases for all of the LIV teams, because they're exactly the same thing. I mean, let's get creative a little bit at least. But are the folks in Ponte Vedra rubbing their eyes about this one? I don't think so. Would love to French golf. Could he be a real star for French golf? Absolutely. I mean, he podiumed in the Olympics, I believe, or did he finish just outside the podium? He was like fourth, but he made a run at Le Golf National as a Frenchman, and that was a thrill to watch. I'm wondering why he just didn't go back to Europe, because you can win tournaments over there, earn world ranking points. Now I'm guessing they're thinking that they're going to get the ranking points now, so he can play his way into majors and such, because I believe this guy can win tournaments. I really do. And going to LIV, I don't know, how old is Victor Perez? He's not of the Bubba Watson ilk right now, where it's like, okay, pass my sell by. Certainly not, I don't believe.
He's 33.
Yeah, man, he's still young. So odd decision. I'm sure it's at the hands of losing the card, but that didn't mean his PGA Tour career was over. He could have quite easily gone to the DP World Tour. So strange. Don't know what the deal was. Is it a needle mover? Definitely not.
Well, I'm happy to announce that the signing of Perez also aligns with the team's long-term ambitions to combine both performance with culture and fashion. Because when I think of Victor Perez, I think of both culture and fashion. So we'll see what comes out of Cleeks GC this season.
Rick,
Hey, wait, stop.
Can you imagine?
Stop a second. Stop a second.
What?
So here's a question for you: if we are Cleek, and we're trying to, combine what fashion?
We're trying to combine performance with culture and fashion.
So, okay, if you're Martin Keimer, team captain, and Scotty Scheffler rings you up, who's the least fashionable golfer in the world, and goes, yo, Marty, I want to be on your Cleeks team. Do you think he's going to turn him down because he wears khaki pants every single day of the week? No.
And only a white hat. Yeah,
and a white hat. No, this is completely.
How about this as well? The Cowboys have an opportunity to get Quinnen Williams on their team, and they put in their press release that, it's not just his performance on the field, but we like the way he dresses heading into the games.
Right.
And we think the culture is a good thing for the Cowboys organization. Right? If you want to develop these franchises, you got to go to performance, and you got to keep it that way. Like this is going to help our team play better. Hopefully Victor can, rally some results, and we see the 3 top 10s on the PGA Tour from 2024, a couple of really nice performances, and that gets us out of the cellar in this league. That's the kind of thing, if you really want the franchises to work, don't talk to me about the fashion.
Preach,
Reverend. You also wear a uniform.
and they got that dark green. I remember seeing Richard Bland at the PGA Championship, because he was grouped with Bryson in my group on Saturday, and he had this like hunter green, shiny looking mercerized cotton shirt on, and I'm like, ew, I like green, but no, this is too green. Anyhow, what I did want to say, I don't know what the futures are, but I would lay a little wager to say he may be the best player on the Cleeks team in 2026. I'll go there.
I think he's the favorite for that. Yeah. I think we'll lap those guys. I didn't even read the next sentence of that press release, which is a full-on ad that says, in addition to staking a claim as a leading force on the field, Cleeks Golf Club has partnered with notable brands in the lifestyle space, launching collaborations with Brooklyn label Public Drip, renowned mixed media artist Jacob Fellender, and the Art of Golf, which invited digital artists to design bags to be displayed and used throughout the 2026 season. There are actually more lines of this press release that are appear to be sponsored than appear to be about Victor Perez joining the Cleeks. So
I find this fascinating, right? Because Martin Keimer is a good-looking dude, and he's muscular and well-built and stuff, and he's put together nicely and looked pretty good in Adidas stuff. Now all of a sudden he's wearing Public Drip, whatever it is. I'm like, are we that desperate for money? Gee whiz.
They might be.